Shalom, brothers and sisters. So I'm working my way through the book of Psalms every now and then. So on a daily basis, I read quite a few of them, drill into them, try and see, what the Lord can show me in these places, because it's really beautiful. You should do this regularly. And at a stage, about a week or two ago, I came to Psalm 90. Now, when I say Psalm 90, a lot of you that are watching with me and have been following what's happening with the Watchman community will know immediately, Psalm 90 verse 10. So Psalm 90 verse 10, the days of our lives are 70 years, and if by reason of strength they are 80 years. Yet their boast is only labor and sorrow, for it is soon cut off and we fly away. Okay, so we use this and we combine that with Matthew 24:34 with the fig tree generation, and we work out all our maths and we do these things and we number it so that we can try and work out a rapture window of when we exit and when is the end of this generation. So Psalm 90 verse 10, I got to that, and of course I read that again. Now I want you to read with me in the following way, because this is the way I've now seen it, which is amazing. It's incredible. I don't want to say, thus saith the Lord, but it's like the Lord showed me something really exciting here. So from verse 10, I've read 10 for you. Verse 11, I'm going to read the rest of the psalm. Who knows the power of your anger? For as the fear of you, so is your wrath. So we're immediately talking about wrath that's coming, right? Right after 90 verse 10. So teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. And what are we working the hardest at in the Watchman community and amongst the believers now eagerly looking up, is to work out the calendars, work out the feasts, the seasons, numbering our days and figuring out exactly how long the generation is, coming back 7 years, deducting 1,260, and so on and so on and so on. We're learning from God. God is teaching us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom, that we may see and know, and this thing will not come upon us as a shock. Return, O Lord. Right? Doesn't this sound like us right now? How long? And have compassion on your servants. O satisfy us early with your mercy, that we may rejoice and be glad all our days. Quicker rather than later, it couldn't be soon enough. Make us glad according to the days in which you have afflicted us, the years in which we have seen evil. Let your work appear to your servants, and your glory to their children. And let the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us, and establish the work of our hands for us. Yes, establish the work of our hands. That preparation we're doing, that gospel seed we're shedding and spreading everywhere, that it may gain fruit as well. So for me, that just beautifully is, speaking of that generation, the final generation, Ha'akaron, that generation now that we are. And then teach us, please, to number our days so we can figure this thing out and have wisdom. And come quickly. How much longer are you going to wait? Do this thing now. Let's go. Let's go. So that's Psalm 90 from my perspective, and exactly how I'm seeing what he's showing me here. Now the next 7 Psalms. 7 years, 7 Psalms, 7-year period, Shemitah cycle, the final week of Daniel, Jacob's trouble. Each Psalm for a year. If you do that, you get the following. Let me guide you through it. Psalm 91, from the saints' perspective that have gone to heaven. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. That's where we are. We're abiding with him now. We're in heaven. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him I will trust. Surely he shall deliver you from the snare of the fowler, from the perilous pestilence. He shall cover you with his feathers. Under his wings you shall take refuge. His truth shall be your shield and your buckler. You shall not be afraid by terror of night, nor by the arrow that flies by day, nor of pestilence that walks in darkness, nor of destruction that lies waste at noonday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, it shall not come near you. Only with your eyes shall you look and see the reward of the wicked. Because you have made the Lord, who is my refuge, even the Most High, your dwelling place. No evil shall befall you, nor shall any plague come near your dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over you to keep you in all your ways. In their hands they shall bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone. You shall tread upon the lion and the cobra, the young lion and the serpent. You shall trample underfoot. And so it carries on. You jump to 92. To declare your loving kindness in the morning, your faithfulness every night, on an instrument of 10 strings, on the lute, on the harp, with harmonious sound. People like me that can't sing on this life will have harmonious sound in worship. O Lord, how great are your works! But you, Lord, are on high forevermore. The righteous shall flourish like a palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Those who are planted in the house of the Lord. And so it carries on praising the Lord, worshiping the Lord, because we're in the presence of the Lord and he has kept us, saved us, protected us, and made us safe. Psalm 93, same thing. Your throne is established from of old. You are from everlasting. The Lord on high is mightier than the noise of many waters. Waters many times depict mankind, nations. And the noise of the nations is at an all-time high right now. Your testimonies are very sure. Holiness adorns your house, O Lord, forever. We will surround him with our testimonies of how great and awesome he is. Psalm 94. The Jews on earth calling out, Rise up, O judge of the earth, render punishment to the proud. They utter speech and speak insolent things. All the workers of iniquity boast in themselves. They break in pieces your people, O Lord. This would be halfway point. They afflict your heritage. They slay the widow and the stranger. They murder the fatherless. They say the Lord does not see, nor does the God of Jacob understand. He who planted the ear, shall he not hear? He who formed the eye, shall he not see? The Lord knows the thoughts of man, that they are futile. Blessed is the man whom you instruct, O Lord, and teach out of your law. He's talking of the Jews speaking out here. That they may give him rest from the days of adversity, which those last 3.5 years are going to be in intensity, until the pit is dug for the wicked. For the Lord will not cast off his people, talking of the Jews here and those who turn to him in the end, nor will he forsake his inheritance, Israel. He has brought on them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. The Lord our God shall cut them off. Then they continue in 95. Let us come before his presence with thanksgiving. Let us shout joyfully to him with psalms. These are Jews whose eyes have been opened to Messiah. For the Lord is the great God and the great King above all gods. In his hand are the deep places of the earth, the heights of the hills also. The sea is his, he made it. His hands formed the dry land. Come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker. For he is our God, and we are the people of his pasture, and the sheep of his hand. Today, if you will hear his voice, do not harden your hearts as in the rebellion, as in the days of trial in the wilderness, when your fathers tested me. They tried me, though they saw my work. Jews, speaking to Jews. So I swore in my wrath, they shall not enter my rest. Psalm 96, still the Jews. Sing to the Lord, bless his name, proclaim the good news of his salvation, his Yeshua, from day to day. Declare his glory among the nations, his wonder among all peoples. For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. For all gods of the people are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. And then carrying on lower down, O worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Tremble before him all the earth. Say among the nations, the Lord reigns. The world also is firmly established, it shall not be moved. He shall judge the people righteously. Verse 13, for he is coming to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness and the peoples with his truth. They're anticipating his coming at the end of the 7 years. And then in 97, the victory. The Lord reigns. Let the earth rejoice, let the multitude of isles be glad. Clouds and darkness surround him. Righteousness and justice are the foundation of his throne. A fire goes before him and burns up his enemies round and about. His lightnings light the world. The earth sees and trembles, earthquakes and shakings. The mountains melt like wax at the presence of the Lord. At the presence of the Lord of the whole earth. The heavens declare his righteousness. All the people see his glory. Second coming. Let all be put to shame who serve carved images, who boast of idols. Worship him, all you gods. Zion hears and is glad, and the daughters of Judah rejoice because of your judgments, O Lord. For you, Lord, are most high above all the earth. You're exalted far above all gods. You who love the Lord hate evil. He preserves the souls of his saints. He delivers them out of the hand of the wicked. Light is sown for the righteous and gladness for the upright in heart. Rejoice in the Lord, you righteous, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holy name. Yot-He Vaf-He. Behold the hand, behold the nail. Victory belongs to the Lord. It is done. And then Psalm 98, it's done and dusted. The 7 years is wrapped. Jesus has returned. A song of praise for his salvation and judgment. And I'll end on this because I'm sure you're like, yo, how much further is he going to go? Oh, sing to the Lord a new song, for he has done marvelous things. His right hand and his holy arm have gained him the victory. The Lord has made known his salvation. In Hebrew, his Yeshua. The Lord, Yahweh, has made known Yeshua. His righteousness he has revealed in the sight of the nations. He has remembered his mercy and his faithfulness to the house of Israel, who went through the 7 years. All the ends of the earth have seen the salvation of our God, the Yeshua of our God. Shout joyfully to the Lord, all the earth. Break forth in song. Rejoice, sing praises. Sing to the Lord with the harp and the sound of a psalm, with trumpets and the sound of a horn. Shout joyfully before the Lord, the King, who will be king for that 1,000 years. Let the sea roar and all its fullness, the world and those who dwell in it. Let the rivers clap their hands, the hills be joyful together before the Lord. For he is coming to judge the earth. With righteousness he shall judge the world, and the peoples with equity. Isn't that interesting? From Psalm 90 verse 10. And 7 on for the 7 years, and praise the Lord is about to render judgment in 98. God is amazing, and sometimes the thing he shows you is incredible, and that was a special one that the Lord just took me through that I really appreciated and enjoyed and could see. And he's king. He's already won everything in his hand, the beginning and the end. He is the Aleph and the Taf, everything. He is God, and he will have the victory, and we will see all these things. So do yourselves a favor, go and read through it. Have a look. Start at Psalm 90 verse 10 and work your way through till the end of 98. Be blessed, because the time is upon us, on all of us. Daniel's 70th week, Jacob's trouble, our blessed hope, all is now here, converging. God bless. Be encouraged. Shalom.